Hello, welcome to TechVival Africa 2025, powered by DEXA. Okay, in this session, I wanted to think system over stress. System over stress. All right, my name is Lovette. I am an automation specialist and a course director with DEXA. Okay, nowadays, people that knows their way, people that actually mean business, don't spend time, they don't spend hours on tasks again because computer, the system can now do more. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through in this session what workflow automation is, the benefit and the tools you can use to practically automate any tasks. Now the question is, what are these tasks? If you are conversant with remote jobs, remote work, if you're tech savvy and you know your way around SaaS, industry, things like lead generation, customer support, data management, project management, email management, and all of these things that we can do with computer system, 90% of them can now be automated, and you won't have to lift a finger and the job is done. Okay, so what is workflow automation? What is workflow automation? Simply put, workflow automation is just like you having a personal assistant that helps you automate any task. Okay, so instead of doing the work yourself, the system will now carry it out for you because you have set it up to do that. Okay, now imagine a salesperson called Mr. John. Mr. John comes to work every day to receive order because he sells products. He receives order from his customer, manually enter them into a spreadsheet, maybe Excel this time or Google Sheet, and then he will manually send confirmation email back to the customer. Okay, we received your order and we are processing it. Okay, and this order mail comes in their numbers 50, 100 every day. So Mr. John will practically process all this order one by one, enter them on the spreadsheet, and then reply. This job can be very overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming and is prone to error. And before customers might get response, it will take time. So this is where automation comes in. This is where automation plays, a very important role. Okay, this process, manual process that Mr. John passes through, this is daily routine, can be automated. What are the tools you can use? You can use Zapier, you can use make.com, you can use NetN, you can use also Airtable. So these are the third-party integration tools. When you know how to navigate around them, you can be able to help Mr. John, do his work, carry out his daily tasks seamlessly. Okay, so practically I'm going to help Mr. John. You're going to see me help Mr. John, set up a system that will do this job for him without him lifting a finger. And the customers are happy at the end of the day because the system now takes care of it within minutes. There's no more error because you have told the system what to do, so it will practically carry it out without any human error. Okay, the process is streamlined. At the end of the day, productivity is increased and revenue, more money is coming into the system. So watch me set up a system on Zapier. We're going to use Zapier. Watch me do that on Zapier for Mr. John. Okay, on your web browser, just type Zapier. Just type Zapier, zapier.com, and you will be able to have access to Zapier. So once it opens, because I already have an account, set up my account, so it will just take me directly to the account. So in Zapier, to automate, you go to Zap. Okay, Zap is another word for automation. Just you want to automate a task. Remember, I said Zapier is a third-party integration tool. It has an ability to bring in different apps together, interconnect them so that they can communicate with each other to be able to perform your tasks for you seamlessly while you face other things. Okay, so to be able to do that, to be able to automate Mr. John's daily routine, which we talked about, you click on Zap. So once you click on Zap, it means you're ready to set up the process. You want to set up the trigger, what will happen for action to take place. So you set up the trigger, and then set up what will happen, which is the action. Okay, so let's go through it. What I want to do is I want to bring in Mr. John's email. Okay, because this thing, the order is coming into his email. So I want to bring in his email into Zapier, so that Zapier can be able to watch Mr. John's email where these orders comes in. So to set it up, you first of all bring in the app, which is Gmail. He uses Gmail to work. Then a trigger event. What should happen for the other things to happen, which is email. Okay, you check when new email comes in. Okay, what should happen? Please watch my inbox. When new email comes into my inbox, that is the first step, which is the trigger. Okay, so for Zapier to do this very well, Zapier has to first of all extract, because there are other emails coming. Okay, but you're going to condition it in the sense that whenever this mail comes in and is bearing order, okay, you can do this under the setup. So whenever it's bearing order, the action will happen. Once the email bears the subject order, it will pass through the second step, which is the action. It will pass through formatting. Okay, you take an inbuilt feature in Zapier, which is formatted by Zapier, and set it up so that Zapier will extract the text content, that is the order IDs, the order name, the order date, and the rest. Okay, because there are many tests coming in, you have to condition Zapier to be able to extract those tests with this feature called formatter by Zapier. So you can be able to format the body of the mail which bears order. Okay, so once that is done, the next step will happen. Zapier will push the order details which he has extracted into Google Sheets. Okay, so all of them will come into Google Sheet. Of course, you have to set up your Google Sheet. Tell Zapier, okay, go to my Google Drive. We are using Google Sheet as spreadsheet here now. We are not using Excel. Okay, you are telling Zapier, please go to my Google Sheet, go to Mr. John's Google Sheet, pick up his drive, pick up the spreadsheet name. Okay, pick up the worksheet. Of course, you must have named it. Okay, pick it up, and then set it up for me. You will select a sub action, which is to create spreadsheet role. So you're automatically telling Zapier, once you extract this email order details, please push it on a row, create a spreadsheet role in my drive, through my drive in my spreadsheet. So after which you test, then the last part is the last step is send an email, confirmation email back to the customer. Send confirmation email back to the customer. Okay, so under here you set every step. You should have a setup. Setup is just like rules. You are telling Zapier as a tool. Tell Zapier what to do per time. So under setup, you come here, send outbound email. So you configure. The configuration is very crucial. So here you might want, this is your mail going out now. So you have to set all of these things up at first. So at the very first time, you have to get your hands dirty, set it up. Then subsequently, it will now be executing on its own. Zapier will watch Gmail, will create spreadsheet rule, and then send replies confirmation, order confirmation. Okay, so the we to set up our order confirmation for the first time, we can have the subject as maybe order confirmation. Okay, and any way you set it, that's how it's going to appear on the customer's side. Okay, so the body, what's the body of the reply confirmation order? What's the body? What should be the content? Okay, you can say, hi, thank you for sending in your order. We are processing it immediately. Thank you. Okay, so you just coin a simple email that will not waste time, and that will not be lengthy. So if there's an attachment, this is where you also set it up. Okay, the next step is to properly map. Okay, there's no much setup. The others are not really relevant. From name, you can put your name if you want to put your name, but formally your email has been set up, so the person can always see your email, that okay, this email is coming from this particular company or this organization. So when you are done, you click on continue, and of course test your step. So once everything is okay, you now come to name your Zap. Very important, name your Zap. Okay, we can decide to name it confirmation, order confirmation, or order management. Okay, so this is just how to simply set up create up an automated system workflow on Zapier. Okay, remember, this Zapier is bringing in Mr. John's email